right, we are live out here in Mosinee. Mosinee here playing host to the Chargers of Wittenberg-Birnamwood here tonight. The very first game on the season here for the Mosinee Indians, as they'll be playing host to the Chargers here of Wittenberg-Birnamwood. Wittenberg-Birnamwood comes in here. They are 1-0 on the season here. They play out of the CWC East Conference, and a very large victory over Peshtigo just a couple nights ago against Peshtigo, 87-31 in that one. So 1-0 here for the Chargers. Mosinee, on the other hand, they are in the Great Northern Conference, head coached by Josh Now. Brandon Baroncott on the call here tonight. Angelica doing our production. And we will get our national anthem and our starting lineups here on Zaleski Sports in just one moment.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Mosinee High School for tonight's basketball game between the Wittenberg-Birnamwood Chargers and your Mosinee Indians. To honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to please stand, remove your hats, and face the flag for the playing of our national anthem by the Mosinee High School pep band.
Starting lineups here.
Number 5, Ava Bry.
Ava Bry gets the start. Number 5, Ava Bry. Bree Ladika. Harper Rogowski. Rory Salveson. And Melina Grandquist for the Chargers here of Wittenberg-Birnamwood. Our starting lineups here. We'll get our Mosinee Indians starting lineups here.
Number 3, Abby Clues.
Abby Clues gets the start. Number 3.
Number 10, Bridget Fry.
Bridget Fry, the junior here, number 10.
22,
Peyton Jerschley, the sophomore, number 22. Addie Henrik, number 34, the junior. And Payson Stoffel, the freshman, number 4. So you've got Clues, Fry, Jerschley, Henrik, and Stoffel, the starting 5 here for the Indians here at Mosinee. Their first game here in the season, again, as we mentioned here in our pregame here. Wittenberg-Birnamwood 1-0 on the season. A convincing victory on Tuesday night, 87-31 over Peshtigo. They play out of that CWC East Conference. And the host Mosinee Indians playing out of that Great Northern Conference. We are underway here for some high school girls basketball tonight on Zaleski Sports. Brandon Barron on the call. Angelica jump is won and controlled there by Mosinee. That's Jerschley. Of course, that name's synonymous with Mosinee sports. Of course, older brother Keegan playing baseball over in South Dakota for the Jackrabbits. Multi-sport athletes, the Jerschley family. Up top there, that's Henrik. Swings it outside. That's Henrik again going baseline, cut off there nicely and kicks it back out. That's Clues there. Clues swings it over to Fry. Fry going baseline, goes in with it and unable to convert. Rebound there by Stoffel, unable to convert on that one. Rebounded there by Elena Granquist. Kicks it outside. Goes in, and they're going to get a travel there. So I want to give thanks tonight to all of our game day sponsors, one of them being Seifert Electric. Seifert Electric services Central Wisconsin with the best in residential, commercial, and industrial electrical services, from simple jobs to new construction and thermal imaging projects to identify electrical problems. For all of your electrical needs, look to Seifert Electric. Just underway here out in Mosinee. Chargers can try to get on the board. The JV team won handily 40-12 in their JV game right before this. Take inside, that's number 12. It's poked out of there, and we're going to get a jump ball there. That's going to stay here with the Chargers. So minute 32 gone by here in this opening half. Scoreless. That is Salveson to inbound it here. Salveson, 3-ball corner pocket and count it. And that's Salveson for 3. So a 3-point bucket there for Salveson. She had 28 points a couple nights ago in their first game. Give down low, and we're going to get a foul, and I think they're going to get, it's going to be Granquist, I believe. Elena Granquist. So a pair of free throws coming up here for the Indians. Trying to get points on the board here early goings. That one is in. So Clues converts on the first of 2. Clues second, and that one is good. So 2 of 2 there from the charity stripe. It's 3-2 early goings here. A couple minutes gone by in this opening half. Kicks it on over corner there. Swings it out to Rogowski, back up to Ladika there. Mosinee on the run. Doesn't have numbers. Good block there. And it will go back to Mosinee here. So let me give thanks here tonight to All Roads Real Estate. All Roads Real Estate in Mosinee brings you a great blend of experience and knowledge with local realtors who support this community's schools and programs. For buying, selling, renting, or commercial, let All Roads Real Estate lead you home. That's Roads Real Estate. 3-2 our score. Early goings here. Gets it down low. That's Clues down, back up to Henrik. And that one misses. Long rebound there, and we're going to get a jump ball there. That's the call on the floor. Mosinee will inbound it here. That's Henrik to inbound it here for the Indians. Gives it in, and that's going to be turned over. That's going to go back to the Chargers here. So Angelica back, and we're back in action here. High school basketball, girls basketball here tonight. Zaleski Sports. Over the timeline, that's Salveson, who we mentioned had 28 points. Granquist had 30 points, and going coast to coast on that, and that is Peyton Jerschley. Peyton, the sophomore. We've got Talon Jerschley, who I believe is injured from the volleyball season, if I'm not mistaken. So about 3:20 gone by here in this opening half. Swings it over. They thought about it. And a 3-ball there for, I mean, it's only a 2 there. So 5-4 early goings here. So Nora Bushman checks in here for the Chargers. Ava Bride inbounded here for the Chargers. Salveson takes it in. Nice little move there by Salveson, unable to convert on that. Rebounded there, pulled out by number 1 there, and that's Megan Troy. And Chargers come out with there. And a nice take there, and count it. And that's Granquist, who, as we mentioned, had 30 points just a couple nights ago against Peshtigo. Granquist and Salveson combined for nearly 60 points in that one. Nice spin move, kicks it out to Jerschley. Jerschley 3-ball, and that is Peyton Jerschley now with 5 points. 5 of the 7 points here for the Indians. 3-ball by Granquist. This is long. She gets a long rebound here. Does Granquist. 3-ball for Salveson. Jerschley running with it. Nice pass down low. And we're going to get a foul on the floor called. I think they're going to get, let's see who they're going to get that on. Rogowski. So a couple of team fouls now here for the Chargers. First one rattles in here. For Fry. Second one, no good there for Fry, so 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Salveson over the timeline out to 3-ball, and that one, long rebound tracked down there by Granquist. Turned over, stolen away by Troy. Megan Troy going up and unable to convert on that, and it's going to go back to the Chargers, so unable to convert here. I want to give thanks here tonight to Charlie's Hardware. From home projects, home repair to sporting goods, rental services, and automotive. No matter your need, turn to Charlie's Hardware of Mosinee to get the job done. Leave it to Charlie's Hardware because you got work to do, Angelica. That is Charlie's Hardware. 8-7 here. Mosinee out front here by a point. About 5:20 gone by in this opening half. Long 3 there, and count it for Granquist. So now she has 5 points on the triple. We'll stay here. An early season girls high school basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports. A whole host of games throughout the course of this basketball season. So Jerschley inbounded here, gets it out up top. That's Ursenko, and we're going to get a travel, and it's going to go back to the Chargers. thanks here tonight to Newton Electric. From residential to commercial, industrial to agricultural, Newton Electric in Wausau has been serving central Wisconsin since 1977. Give them a call or find them online at newtonelect.com. That's newtonelect.com. So Jerschley going up with it, and Jerschley and pulled down there by Megan Troy, and battle for it, and they're going to say it's going to be off Brooklyn Dillon back there. So back to the Chargers here. Checking back in for the Chargers is Harper Rogowski. So 10-8 our score here. 6 minutes gone by in half number one. Salveson takes it in. Going baseline, cut off there nicely. Salveson, 3-ball, rebounded by Jerschley. Jerschley, just a sophomore, swings it over to Dillenbeck. Nice find down low, and that's a nice find. Dillenbeck to Porsenko. So her first 2 points here. We're all tied up at 10 apiece. Jerschley across the timeline here for the Indians. Gives it over to Dillenbeck. Back over to Jerschley. Thought about it. Head fake. Takes it in. Jerschley up with it. And rebounded there by Troy. Troy in the corner there. And timeout called here. We'll take a brief commercial pause. We'll bring it right back. You're listening to and watching high school girls basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with.
Department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto is simple.
All right, we are back here, just under 11 minutes here to go in half number one. I want to give thanks to all of our game day sponsors here tonight. Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. For all of your tire and auto service needs, look to Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Great deals and tires that fit your needs is a sure thing to get back on the road. That's Sherrill Tire Auto Service. So Jerschley swings it back over to Troy. Troy takes it in, and Megan Troy scores it for the Indians here. So now Mosinee out front here, 12-10 here. Yowski gives it back to Salveson. Salveson jumper, and count it for Salveson. Lori Salveson now with 5 points. Again, she had 28 just the other night. Granquist with 30. Rogowski at 10. Zoe Thorson at 8. Just a couple nights ago against Peshtigo. Swings it back out. That's Troy. 12-footer misses short, and back over to Porsenko there. And going up with it, we're going to get a foul, and that's going to be Bridget Fry to go on the line. Zoe Thorson the foul, her first. Team foul number 3 here for the Chargers. Fry back to the charity stripe here. 1 for 2 in her first sequence. First one is up, and it is rattles out there, so Payson Stoffel checks in here, number 44, the freshman. Or the Indians. Fry's second one is up, and that one no good. So Bridget now 1 of 4 from the free throw line here for Mosinee. Just under 10 minutes to go here, half number one. Rogowski And it's going to stay Charger basketball. Stoffel to guard the inbound there, just the freshman as we mentioned. Salveson takes it up, jump shot. One misses a little bit short, rebounded there, and kicks it out to Jersley. Jersley thought about it for a second. Swings it back over to Troy, back to Jersley. Picked out of there by Rogowski. Rogowski will pull up jump shot, that one's short. And rebounded there by Henrik. Gets it up to Fry. Fry goes up with it, unable to convert on that, and poked out of there by Granquist, and we're going to get a foul called on the floor. That's going to be on Addie Henrik, first personal team foul number 1 here now for Mosinee. So all knotted up at 12 apiece here. Early going, Salveson gets it out, nice take baseline, and we're going to get a foul called. That was Ava Bry. And that's on Stoffel. That's her first team foul number 2. Salveson inbounds it here, back over. Salveson down low to Granquist, and turnaround jumper, Granquist. And she now has 7 points here for the Chargers. Pressure being applied there in the backcourt. Henrik out to Troy. Troy over to Jersley. Stoffel posting up down low there for the Indians. Back out to Henrik. Henrik gets it out to Troy, cutting there. Back up top to Henrik. Troy looking for Payson down in the post there. Pretty good defense there for Ava Bry. Stoffel, I think, about 6'1" or so, if I read the program correct. Swings it back over to Jersley. Jersley, and we're going to get a travel, so it's going to go back to the Chargers here. So the Chargers clinging to that 14-12 lead here. Abby Clues back into the game here for the Indians. Salveson over to Bry. Back to Rogowski there. Granquist for 3, that one in and out. And a rebound there by Jersley. And cut off there, good defense, and that's going to turn things over here. Good defense there by the Chargers here. So gets it into Salveson. Salveson, that's a 3 ball. In and out, rebounded there by Henrik. And good defense, poking that one away there for the Chargers. Mosinee to inbound it here, Henrik. And gets it back up top to Payson. Stoffel, couple dribbles, swings it back over to Fry. Jumper, got it. So beg your pardon, Bridget Fry now with 3 points. All tied up here, 14 apiece here. Granquist, 3 ball, and count it for Melina Granquist. Now in double digits here for the Chargers, 10 points. And that one turned over here by the Indians, so Riley Olsen checking in here, the freshman number 5 here for Mosinee. Ava Bry here to inbound it here for the Chargers. 7:04 here to go in half number 1. Up top to Salveson. Salveson gets it back out to Bry. Bry back to Salveson. Salveson 3 ball, and count it. for Salveson. She now has 8 points. Henrik taking it, trying to get it down, gets it out. And we're going to get it travel, and that's going to go back to the Chargers here. So a little momentum coming here for the Chargers. We give thanks here tonight to Ridgetop Exteriors. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has a winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, and affordable services. Now 20-14 our score here. Chargers on a 6-0 run here in about the last, minute and 20 or so, Angelica says. Stoffel gets it up. Down low and unable to convert down low. Rebounded there. That's Briley Olsen back over to Henrik. Olsen takes it baseline, cut off. Good defense there. And a timeout called on the floor by the Chargers. And we'll take a brief pause here. You're listening to and watching high school girls basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports.
Flooring and furniture, we sell products that look good and products that last.
You want a great selection at a great price and a company that stands behind their products? You will find Wolfcraft, Ashley, Marshfield Furniture, and more.
Looking to get the best sleep of your life? We have a mattress for you. Get a 15-year non-paraded high-bred mattress for only 25 cents a night, and we also carry adjustable beds. When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses, it's easy. Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
All right, we are back here. 6:11 to go here in half number one. 20-14 of the Chargers out front. They will have possession here. Ava Bride inbounded here up to Salveson. Moderate pressure being applied there by the Indians. Gets it up to Rogowski. Three ball. And that is another three ball there for Salveson. 3 threes here tonight, so 11 points for Salveson. Stoffel, long pass down low, gets it back off. Good defense there by Ava Bride to poke that one out of there. So Salveson here to bring it up here for the Chargers. 9-0 run here to go in about the last 2.5 minutes or so. And ball that one in and out. Rebounded, and the timeout called here. We'll keep it right here though. The timeout here. I want to give thanks to all of our game day sponsors here tonight. Foundation Finance. Start a job making the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group with full-time benefits that start on day one. Learn more at foundationfinance.com. That is Foundation Finance. I also want to give thanks here tonight to Express Employment. Express Employment, get help finding your next career at Express Employment Professionals with locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. Learn more at expresspros.com. That's expresspros.com, and that's Express Employment. So 5:24 here to go. The Chargers here in a 9-0 run here in about the last, we'll say, 2.5 or so minutes. And that's been the difference here. So Jerschley in the backcourt here for the Indians. Pretty good pressure applied there up to Henrik. Tries to get it down to Stoffel down low and going up with it and score it. And that's Bridget Fry now with 5 points for Mosinee. So lead now 7-23-16, under 5 minutes to go here, first half. Three ball, that one misses short. Gets her own rebound there, that's Granquist. Back over to Salveson, back up top. Rogowski to Salveson. And I think we're going to get a lane violation, I believe. So Henrik and Troy here in the backcourt. Over the timeline. Gets it out to Fry, back over to Troy. Troy back to Jerschley. Henrik Down low, Fry going down and partially blocked there by Granquist. Granquist swings it over to Rogowski. Gets it down low, nice pass down low, and converting on that is Zoe Thorson. Jersley gets it over to Troy, into Henrik. Henrik going baseline and unable to convert. Stoffel down low, and she'll score it. So Payson Stoffel now with 2 points here for Mosinee. Lead at 7 here, 25-18, 3:35 here to go in half number 1. Salvis, another 3-ball, in and out, rebounded there by Troy. Troy bounces it off to Fry. Back over to Henrik, swings it over to Jersley. Jersley back to Henrik. Jersley directing traffic out there. Henrik gets it. Jersley 3-ball, and that one misses short. Big rebound down low, and we're going to get a foul. Granquist with a big board there. We'll see who that one is on.
Foul on the Indians, number 34, Addie.
That's on Henrik. That'll be her second. Team foul number 3. So both teams now with 3 fouls apiece. Henrik with 2 personal here in this first half. Salveson over to Bry. Back to Salveson. Bry. Salveson with a nice jump stop, and in and out, rebounded by Troy. Megan Troy, the sophomore, number 1 there for the Mosinee. Troy looking, gets it, long pass to Jersley, thought about it. Stoffel from 3, that one, and it'll be hauled down there by Granquist. Back up to Ava Bry. Approaching the 2-minute mark here to go in half number 1. Chargers up 7 here. 3-ball on the way, and that one misses short. Megan Troy pulls down another board here for Mosinee. And they're going to say that Granquist, are going to get Granquist with the blocking foul, and that will be her second personal foul here, I believe. And team foul number 4. Nora Bushman checking in here for Wittenberg-Birnamwood. She'll check in there for Melena Granquist with the 2 personal fouls here. Just under 2 minutes here to go, half number 1. And good defense there by Salveson. Rory taking it in. Over to Frott. Bree cut off there by Henrik. Good take there, and it's Bree Ladeka there for the 2 points. She has 4 points now in the game. So 27-18 our score. They're cutting Henrik, but that's going to get out of her reach there. So minute 8 here to go in half number 1. 27-18. Salveson across the timeline here for the Chargers. Picked up there by Jersley. Salveson, nice move there. Unable to convert. Rebounded there by Bridget Fry. Jersley over to Megan Troy. Troy back to Jersley. Looking for Stoffel down low. Troy back up top. And we're going to get a 3-second call there. And I think they're going to get Fry on that one. I think for the lane violation, or the 3-second call there, so 35.9 remaining here in this opening half. Officiating crew collaborating here at half court here. It'll be Wittenberg-Birnamwood basketball here. That's Ava Bride inbounded here for the Chargers. And as we mentioned here in our pregame, Wittenberg 1-0 on this young season here. Mosinee, their first game of the season here tonight. On this 20th day of November. Of course, high school state football going down at Camp Randall today and tomorrow. Salveson, you have to think, looking for the last shot here in this opening half. Back over to Salveson, takes it in, and Salveson leaves it short, gets her own rebound, and in and out. Stoffa with a long rebound there, gets it out to Jerschley, but just out of Jerschley's reach. Back to the Chargers now. So Granquist will check back in, as will Brooklyn Dillon back here for Mosinee. Ava Bride inbounded here. Good defense there by Troy. About 0.3 of a second comes off on that one, we'll say. And the base pass into Granquist. Looking for Salveson. Salveson trying to keep that one in play. And it's going to go back to Mosinee here. 5.4 here to go in this opening half. Checking back in here for the Chargers. That's Zoe Thorson, number 14. Jerschley across the timeline. Have to think jump back three. That one misses. And it is 27-18 here at the half. So the Chargers of Wittenberg-Birnamwood with a 9-point first half lead here. We'll take a brief pause for halftime. We'll bring it back here, walk you through some of the first half statistics. You're listening to and watching high school girls basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports.
Now and what you need for all your projects. Menards 11% rebate ends Thanksgiving Day. Update your bathroom and save 11% on a Dakota vanity. Transform your home with an 11% rebate on new Mastercraft doors. Organize your space and save 11% on a Clearview closet. Or go even bigger and get an 11% rebate on a whole house. Hurry in now to save big. Menards 11% rebate ends Thanksgiving Day.
Save big money at Menards.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
All right, we are back here. We're at the half. I'm going to run down our first half scoring here tonight. So we'll start with the Wittenberg-Birnamwood Chargers here. They have that 9-point first half lead here, led by Rory Salveson by my math with 11 points. Elena Granquist with 10. And Bryladica here with 4, and then you get Zoe Thorson with 2. So 27 first half points here again. Salveson and Granquist with 11 and 10 points respectively to lead the Chargers here in half number 1 here. Mosinee on the other end, the 18 first half points. And they are led here by the co-leaders with 5 points apiece here for Peyton Jerschley. And then you get 5 points here tonight, first half for Bridget Fry. You get 2 points for Megan Troy, 2 points for Alexia Borshenko, and Payson Stoffel with 2 points here. So the 18 first half points here. Both teams, nobody necessarily in foul trouble, although Henrik with a couple of first half personal fouls. And Milena Granquist with 2 personal fouls as well here. We will take another commercial pause here. We are at the half. You're listening to and watching high school girls basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Wait, did you see this?
We gotta go.
That's right, Menards 11% rebate ends Thanksgiving Day. Hurry in and wrap up those big projects. Countertops are the center of the home, and Menards carries a great selection from elegant to everyday options with durability that can take you from crayons to calculus. Transform everyday spaces into gathering places with countertops from Menards. Now's the time to complete your project. The 11% rebate ends Thanksgiving Day.
Save big money at Menards.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
This is my home. I've grown up here. My grandparents always took very, very good care of the house. They worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. You know it's a dirty job, a big job. When I went out there expecting chaos, and I just saw people on their hands and knees, like they literally picked up everything. Whether it was garbage they left or whether it was garbage that was there. It was a top-tier experience.
All right, we are back again. We are at the half here. About 4.5 or so minutes roughly remaining in this halftime here again. Wittenberg-Birnamwood here out front here, 27-18, and they are 1-0 in this early season here. Big victory, as we mentioned tonight in our first half broadcast. A big 87-31 convincing victory over Peshtigo just a couple nights ago. We'll go through our first half scoring again here. Rory Salveson with 11 points. Milena Granquist with 10. And Bryladica with 4. And then Zoe Thorson with 2 points. And for the Mosinee Indians, you've got Bridget Fry and Peyton Jerschley leading the way here with 5 points apiece. You get 2 points for Megan Troy, 2 points for Abby Kluz, 2 points for Alexia Borshenko, and then 2 points here tonight in the first half for Payson Stoffel. So 27-18 is our score. And a pretty nice crowd out here out in Mosinee here on the first game here of the regular season for the Mosinee Indians. Of course, the Mosinee Pep Band keeping things going here in Mosinee for us. Brandon Barncott here on the call, along with Angelica on production. And I'll tell you what, she keeps us in line here, Angelica. She keeps the show going, and so always glad to certainly be out here. Always thankful for all of our game day sponsors. There's so many of them, and really can't stress it enough, the importance of all of our game day sponsors that help us to be able to bring this type of high school action right to your phone, your device, your TV, whatever it is you might be watching and or listening to. Certainly want to give thanks to all of those game day sponsors. One of them being Four Seasons Heating and Cooling, not too hot and not too cold. Turn to Four Seasons Heating and Cooling in Cronenwetter for all of your air conditioning and heating needs, commercial or residential. For new units or repair, call Four Seasons Heating and Cooling in Cronenwetter. Again, that is Four Seasons Heating and Cooling. So just under about 2 minutes here in this half. We'll take one more commercial pause here. We'll bring it back here for the start of half number 2. Again, the Chargers out front here, 27-18 in high school girls basketball action on Zaleski Sports.
Take your education out of the classroom and give new spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
At Nicolet Bank, a great rate isn't new or trendy. Our Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield since 2011, earning customers over $30 million in interest. Join your friends and neighbors in experiencing Real Rewards checking and get excited to earn 3% more. See terms and apply at nicoletbank.com. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations.
All right, we are back here, about 30 seconds here to go, and in this halftime here again. Early goings here. And for the Chargers, again, you've got both Salveson and Granquist in double digits here, with Salveson with those 11 points, Granquist with the 10 points to lead all scorers here tonight. And both of those athletes put up some big numbers back on Tuesday night as well, with Granquist with 30 points and Salveson with 28 points on Tuesday night here. So kind of that dynamic duo, at least in terms of scoring production anyways, but certainly all kinds of good things here. So the Chargers start things off here. Salveson kicks it out to Granquist. Back up to Rogowski. Rogowski spins it. Salveson thought about it there for a moment. Kicks it back out to Salveson. Picked up there by Jerschley. Rogowski bounces it into Granquist. Back over to Salveson for 3 ball, and nothing but net for Salveson, the 3. So she now has 14 points in the game. Jerschley picks up the dribble there, and going to be a 10-second backcourt violation there. So turn back over here to the Chargers. So Ava Bride inbounded here up top to Salveson. Guarded up top by Jerschley, the sophomore. Salveson stutter steps, gets it out. Granquist long 3, and a foul And we're going to say, I think they're going to call it an illegal screen there, I believe, on Ava Bry. That's going to be her first personal foul, team foul number 1 here in this second half of action. The Chargers here with a 12-point lead here early goings in half number 2. Jerschley just does get it across that timeline, kicks it out. 3 ball on the way, and a good rebound there down low, and unable to come out of there, and we're going to get jump ball. It will stay Charger basketball. I beg your pardon, Mosinee basketball. So Henrik to inbound it. Jerschley from the corner there, and Jerschley for 3. So she now has 8 points in this contest. 30-21 our score. Gowski goes baseline. Defended nicely there by Bridget Fry. So Ava Bride inbounded here for the Chargers. Stoffel up top to Salveson, picked up there by Jerschley. And Jerschley going to pick up the foul there. That'll be her first personal foul here tonight. Both teams here with a foul apiece here in the second half early goings. And Quist 3 ball. And I think that is going to stay here. Give thanks here tonight to Backus Family Chiropractic in Rothschild. Provides personalized chiropractic care no matter what issue your body is battling from, migraines and anxiety, distress, or a wide variety of youth issues. Let Backus Family Chiropractic give you back the life that you deserve. Salveson swings it back over to Rogowski there. Rogowski surveying the floor. Getting it down low into Granquist, going to work down low and jump in and out. And that's going to go back to Mosinee here. So Henrik inbounded here for the Indians. Up to Jerschley. Has to be cognizant of that 10-second, and she is able to get that over as Jerschley. Up top to Stoffel. Stoffel swings it down to Fry. Henrik, Jerschley, another 3 ball on the way. That one misses short and rebounded there by Rogowski. Gets it over to Jerschley. Stoffel posting there at the wing. Calling for it. Henrik tries to give and go. Stoffel there and turn around and Stoffel. That's pace and Stoffel. Stoffel. Stoffel, that one's going to miss short. That foul is second on Rogowski here tonight. Rogowski turnaround 3-pointer in and out, rebounded there by Fry. Up to Henrik. 3.5 minutes gone by. Jerschley thought about it from the corner there, goes up with it. Jerschley and Salveson and Jerschley, and we're going to get a jump ball. And it's going to go back to the Chargers here. Checking back in here for Mosinee, that's Megan Troy. In for Abby Clues, the junior, number 3 there. So Salveson to bring it up here for the Chargers. Back over to Bry. Bry with a nice take inside, cut off there by Bridget Fry. Grandquist 3-ball corner, that one long rebounded there by Jerschley. Jerschley going to be called with the charge there, so that'll be the offensive foul for Peyton Jerschley. And that'll be her second here, personal foul. I give thanks here tonight to Infinity Exteriors. Infinity Exteriors installing peace of mind. Roofing, siding, and windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality that you can trust. That is Infinity Exteriors. So both teams here with 2 team fouls here. Right inbounded for the Chargers, gets it up to Rogowski. Rogowski across the timeline, picked up there by Henrik, gets a step, takes it in and unable to convert on that one. Good take there though by Rogowski, got the step on Henrik. So Henrik brings it back up here for Mosinee. 4.5 minutes gone by here in this second half of play. Over to Megan Troy. Troy back over to Jerschley. Troy over to Stoffel. To Henrik. A little give and go to Stoffel. Long 2 on the way. That one's going to miss. And Grandquist out of there with a rebound. Grandquist pushing it here for the Chargers. 7-point lead. Salveson, who has been unstoppable nearly in my humble opinion from the 3-ball, gets another 3 there for Salveson. So she's up to 17 points here. Jerschley, double team, the blocking foul. I think they're going to get Bry Latica there with the foul. That's going to be her first personal foul here. So she'll check out here, and Chargers here with a 10-point lead. Jerschley up top. Swings it over to Troy. Troy looking for it. Good defense there by Rogowski. Rogowski, and that one, and they're going to get Troy on that one. That'll send Rogowski to the line. That's her first personal foul here. Team foul number 3. Harper Rogowski here to shoot a pair. That one is good. So Rogowski, 1 of 1 here from the stripe. Second one on the way, and that's nothing but net. So 2 of 2 there for the charity stripe. Extending that lead now by 12, 35-23. Jerschley in the backcourt there. Pretty heavy defense there by Rogowski. Rogowski all over. And a jump ball will be called here. So we'll stay Mosinee basketball. Megan Troy inbounded here for the Indians. 12:20 left to go in this one. Far from over. Jerschley up top there, guarded by Rogowski. Back over to Jerschley. Jerschley surveying the floor, takes it in and score it for Peyton Jerschley. She now has 10 points in the game, 5 in the second half. Had 5 points in that first half for the Mosinee to lead the Indians here. Rogowski long 3 on the way. That one in and out. Out ahead to Troy here. Jerschley far side there. Looking there inside for Alexia Borshenko, the senior, down low. Back over to Dylan Beck. Troy. Head fake, takes it in. That one's going to be left short. And pulled out of there by Zoe Thorson. Rogowski. Some contact there, but it will stay here. We give thanks here tonight to Culligan Water. Culligan Water specializes in all of your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. That's Culligan Water. So Salveson here to inbound it here for the Chargers. Able to get it up to Granquist. Granquist surveying it back up to Salveson. Chargers with a 10-point lead don't necessarily have to hurry per se, but not a 3-ball, and that's Salveson again. And a timeout called, and Salveson with her third triple in the second half. Extending that lead 38-25. We'll take a brief commercial pause. You're listening to and watching high school girls basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports.
I referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
All right, we are back here, 38-25. Our score just under 11 minutes here to go in half number 2. It's been a little bit of the Rory Salveson show, I would say. The 3 triples here in the second half basically has just been, lack of a better term, just really feeling it beyond the arc. The senior here, the kind of the do-everything Rory Salveson. She's up to 20 points here in this contest here. We give thanks here tonight to Stevens Point Orthopedics. Stevens Point Orthopedics is proud to provide complimentary sports physicals to Central Wisconsin athletes. Call 715-344-0701 to schedule your appointment. That's 715-344-0701. That's Stevens Point Orthopedics. And a travel call there, so turned it over back to the Chargers here. So Bride inbounded here for the Chargers, back up to Bushman, back to Salveson. And Salveson with those 20 points. Granquist, the 3-ball corner pocket, and count it. The 3-ball for Melina Granquist. She's up to 13 points. Troy nearly lost the handle on that one, and we're going to get a foul. They're going to get Salveson on that one. That will be her first personal foul. Team foul number 4 now for the Chargers. 41-25 our score. And that's Henrik over to Troy. Back over to Henrik there. Henrik 3-ball. That one's going to miss short. Rebound down low, and I think we're going to get a foul here. Let's see. I believe they're going to get Ava Bride, perhaps. That's going to be her second personal foul here. Team foul number 5. So gets it inside to Fry, unable to convert on that. Granquist with a big rebound there for the Chargers. Back over to Salveson to bring it across the timeline here. 41-25 our score, just under 10 minutes here to go in this one. Chargers kind of went on that early 9-0 run, and they've really never looked back since. Certainly far from over. Troy gets it back over to Henrik. Henrik, another 3-ball. That one, and that one's going to miss short. So Stoffel checks back in here for the Mosinee Indians. Payson with 4 points here tonight. Just the freshman. Salveson over to Granquist. Picked up there defensively, that's Dylan Beck. Back over to Granquist. Salveson, you have to think probably the clock will be the biggest threat for Mosinee at this point. And a 3-ball, and that one Seven points now for Bree, I should say. Henrik, another 3-ball. That one misses in and out. Stoffel the rebound. And foul going to go against, I think they're going to get Thorson on that one. And that's going to be her second personal foul, team foul number 6 now. Jerschley, 3-ball, that one misses, and that's going to go back to Wittenberg-Birnamwood here. 44-25 is our score. We give thanks here tonight to Nicolay Bank. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. Locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or learn more at nicolaybank.com. That's Nicolay Bank. So Salveson to reset things here. Have to think they'll now try to run as much of that clock down, although there's still plenty of time left in this one. But Mosinee, certainly the clock will work against them at this juncture. So Granquist inbounded here for the Chargers. Checking back in is Harper. Rogowski checks in for Salveson, who has been in fuego with 20 points here. Jerschley on the steal. She will go coast to coast. And Peyton Jerschley. Peyton now with 12 points here for the Indians to lead the Mosinee. Cutting that lead now, 44-27 the score. Rogowski 3-ball, that one in and out. Rebound down low, and it will stay Wittenberg-Birnamwood basketball. Rogowski inbounded here for the Chargers. Back over to Granquist. It's Ladika with a foul. That is her second personal foul here. Jerschley, and that one picked out of there, and Jerschley going up for it and going up for the block. It will stay here. Three-ball on the way. That one, nothing but net. And that is Ladika for 3. Her second triple here tonight. She now has 10 points. Jerschley in some trouble in the backcourt. Gets it back over to Henrik. Henrik takes it in. Looking to go all the way and score it for Henrik. So Addie Henrik with the first 2 points here tonight for the Indians. 47-29 our score. Rogowski kicks it back out here. Nice move there by Rogowski. A little shake and bake, we'll say. She has 4 points here tonight. Jerschley pressure there over to Stoffel. That one, that's going to stay Mosinee basketball. Megan Troy checking back in along with Bridget Fry. And Ava Bry checks back in here in relief of Zori Thorson. 6:40 to go here in this one. Chargers out front here, 49-29. Jersley over to Troy. Tries to get it down low, and Fry down low and up with it and count it for Fry. And they'll get Harper Rogowski on that one, third personal foul here. The and one here coming up for Fry, who has 7 points here tonight. Fry able to convert on that. Up to 8 points in the contest. 49-32 our score, 6.5 here to go in this game. Far from over though. And Stoffel comes out of there, gets it out to Jersley. Jersley with Rogowski, and Jersley scores it. So Jersley now with 14 points to lead Mosinee. Officiating crew to collaborate on that one. We'll see what I'm going to say illegal screen here, so that is team foul number 9 here, so Salveson checks back in here for the Chargers, clinging to that 15-point lead here, 49-34. Jersley in the backcourt here, picked up there by Salveson. Over to Megan Troy. Stoffel calling for it down low. Grandquist playing some pretty good defense there down in the blocks. Jersley leads the Mosinee with 14. Gets it over to Stoffel. Stoffel back over to Troy, back to Jersley. Troy swings it down low to Stoffel. Stoffel turn around and Payson. Stoffel with 6 points here tonight for the freshman. Gets it out to Bry. Good defense there by. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor. We'll take a brief pause. You're listening to and watching high school girls basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports.
Just makes sense. Mittens carries higher quality furniture from all of your favorite brands because we want you to be proud of your space.
It just makes sense. Mittens carries all of your favorite appliance brands so we can save you money on the products you trust.
It just makes sense that Mittens services what we sell because we want your home to be comfortable and run smoothly.
It just makes sense. Central Wisconsin has shopped at Mittens since 1938 because we have it all.
All right, we are back. Want to give thanks here tonight to Mutual of Wausau. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. That is Mutual of Wausau. So Salveson to inbound it here for the Chargers. They have the 13-point lead here, 5:20 to go in this one. Salveson down low and good find there, and back over to Salveson. 7-footer, that one in and out. Rebounded there by Jersley. Nearing that 5-minute mark here to go in this one. Getting it down low. Picked off there by Salveson. Good defense there, anticipating it. She'll go up with it, and she's going to get fouled. She'll go to the line for a couple there. The foul is going to be on Brooklyn Dillenbeck. That'll be her first personal, team foul number 4. Salveson to shoot a pair. Salveson now with 21 points in the game. Her first of 2 for the Chargers. Salveson, that one an in-out. Rebounded up to Jersley. Jersley across the timeline. Far side 3 ball, that one's gonna miss short, and they will say Mosinee basketball checking back in. That's Addie Henrik in relief of number 2 there in Dillenbeck. 4:43 to go in this one. The Chargers with a 14-point lead. Troy, and they're going to get her for a travel. So Ava Bride inbounded here. Up to Salveson in the backcourt. Guarded there by Megan Troy. Nice pass in there into the... And Henrik going to get called for that one, I believe. That will be her third team foul. I believe that might be 5, I believe, on the Mosinee there. Nice pass into Granquist. The hoop and the harm, so Granquist. And that's Bridget Fry with the foul. Her first personal foul here, so Granquist to try to complete the and one. And that one is in. She now has 17 points by my math. 16 points, I should say. Swings it over to Henrik. Henrik over to Troy. Troy cutting and pulled back out of there. Henrik. Troy. Stoffel trying to call for it down low there, the freshman. Troy swings it over to Jersley. Jersley takes it in. So they're going to get the foul called on Rogowski. And that will be her fourth personal foul. Jersley with a pair now coming up. Jersley in and out. Looking to get her 15th point here. Checking back in here for the Chargers. That's Zoe Thorson, the sophomore, checking in here. 4 minutes to go in this one. 17-point lead. Jersley trying to make that 16. And that one rattles in. So Jersley 1 of 2. 15 points now for her. Salveson across the timeline. Granquist, 3-ball corner pocket. That one in and out. Big rebound there by Fry. Gets it up to Jersley. Over to Troy. Henrik, 3-ball on the way. That one's going to miss, and Salveson comes out of there with a board. And they're going to get Jersley on the blocking foul there. That'll be her third personal foul here. Team foul number 7, the 1-and-1 situation here for Salveson. Salveson good on her first. He now has 22 points in the contest. Second one on the way here for Salveson. That one is up and it is good. Perfect rotation and everything, Angelica. 55-37 our score. 3:25 to go in this one. Jersley across the timeline, gets it over. Looking for Henrik anyways. And Stoffel down low with it. And Payson Stoffel in a timeout on the floor here. 3:14 here to go. 55-39 our score. We'll bring it right back. You're listening to and watching high school girls basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports.
Littlest thing of walking or just being able to get around the community or walk to the grocery store or walk around the grocery store is just something little, but that is such an impactful thing, I think, to the patient to say, okay, well, I have 5 other things, but you were able to just help me with one of them. And I think that is gratifying for me personally, just to help even one small aspect of their life.
Team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that looked for my best interest. And he said, we're gonna get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, Oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shine as staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
All right, we are back. I want to give thanks here tonight to Valley Communities Credit Union for 90 years. Valley Communities Credit Union has been part of your hometown team. Local, trusted, strong Valley Communities Credit Union, where community comes first, federally insured by NCUA. And that is Valley Communities Credit Union, one of all of our game day sponsors here tonight. Rogowski trying to take as much of that clock down here to try to wind this one down are the Chargers. Salveson up top, guarded there by Jerschley. Back over to Rogowski, over to and Jerschley will get a jump ball called. Back into the game here for the Chargers. That's Zoe Thorson. Dylan Beck to inbound it up to Jerschley. 2:40 and counting to go in this one. Indians trail here by 16. Henrik, jumper got it. So Henrik with now 4 points in the contest. Salveson up top, Henrik. Nice pass down low. Cut off there by Stoffel. Salveson back up top, and guarded there by Jerschley. Good take there, the jumper, the hoop and the harm. Going up, that's Ava Bry. Showing no fear there, so the hoop and the harm. Stoffel with her second personal foul here tonight. Team foul number 8. So Bry, that one able to convert on that one. Back in for the Chargers, that's Harper Rogowski now. So Ava Bride inbounded here for Wittenberg-Birnamwood, gets it over to Rogowski. Back up to Salveson. Back over to Rogowski. Jerschley guarding up top there. Nice take there by Rogowski. And Rogowski now with 6 points. Turnaround jumper, no good. Granquist with a rebound. Salveson, about this final minute 10 or so here in this one. A comfortable 18-point lead. Looking to improve to 2-0 on the season. 3-ball, that one. 3-ball there, so that is 10 points. Beg your pardon, 13 points here tonight. Jerschley over to Stoffel. Down into Fry, back to Stoffel, 3-ball. And that one's gonna miss short. Of course, we'll have our Merrill Steel post-game show here shortly after the conclusion of this one. So Salveson checks out here. With 23 on the night. The Chargers looking to try to run this one out here. They'll improve their overall record to 2-0. So Rogowski will go to the line here. 6 points, looking to make it 7. 3 of 3 here from the charity stripe here tonight for Harper. And that one rattles out. Thought she might get that shooter's touch on that one. 63-41 our score here. In the final 15 seconds or so here. Jerschley, that one rebounded by Fry. Fry, turnaround jumper, Stoffel down low. Gets her own rebound. Kicks it out to Henrik, 3-ball. And Henrik with a 3-ball. And that is a final here, 63-44 out here in Mosinee. The Wittenberg-Birnamwood Chargers with a convincing 19-point victory here tonight, behind 23 points from Rory Salveson. Of course, we'll have our Merrill Steel post-game show. Stay tuned for our Merrill Steel post-game show. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest and apply at merrillsteel.com. We'll take a brief commercial pause. We'll hopefully get a few words here from Coach. And I have to think probably our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player tonight will be Rory Salveson here. So we'll bring it back here in just a few moments for our Merrill Steel post-game show on Zaleski Sports.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
All right, well, we are live here. Coach, first of all, congratulations. You guys improved to 2-0 tonight. A very convincing win. It really started, I would say, you guys kind of started on that 9-0 momentum run early in the first half. You really never looked back. Talk about a game like tonight, Coach.
You know, this game, as big as it is, Mosinee dropped down Division III. They're in our sectional. I won't be surprised if we see them again down the road. But this is a great non-conference game, and that's how non-conference games should be. Tough, find your toughest opponents in your area and play them. Our bread and butter is our pressure, and we do that all day in practice, so they're prepped and prepared for that. And that's where we need to come out and make a statement in these games. These games can get on a good team right away, because they're a good team.
Absolutely, Coach, and you really did that. Obviously, we'll talk to Rory a little bit, who had, I think, 23 points by my math, but you have so many different weapons on the squad. It's just the second game. You guys had a very big victory just a couple nights ago. Coach, talk about the progression of the season, how you guys, or how your squad kind of looks at the next week or two here.
I got a great group that's been to the sectional final the last 2 years, and they're all here. It was nice to start practice right from the get-go and going. We didn't have to break anything down. We were going. We were putting things in for our first game right away. They know our offense very well. We don't change a whole lot of it unless we need to make little adjustments. So it's really on them and their mentality of coming into practice and being ready, and their expectations of what they want this season to look like.
And Coach, I would say you guys executed that, again, just for being the second game of this early season, you guys really executed a lot of those X's and O's, and kind of to your point, you have so many of these folks back that you really don't have to necessarily start from scratch, as you alluded to, Coach. Coach, anything else before we get it over to our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player?
No, I got great kids who practice hard, work hard, and make plays right now. We have great shooters, and they're not afraid to shoot the ball, and that's what you need for a good basketball team.
Awesome. Coach, I'm going to give you that big fist bump. Safe travels back, Coach. All right, we've got Rory Salveson, man. I tell you what, you were like unconscious, and that's a compliment. That's a basketball terminology. It felt like you could not miss behind three. Obviously, I know you're kind of one of those leaders. Talk about your role with this team, Rory, because obviously we know you can put the ball in the basket, but we saw some of those other things that you, along with finding some of your other teammates.
Sorry. I think it just kind of comes down to getting the ball up the court and just trying to make the best opportunities, not only for myself, but for everybody out there. I know Mosinee did a great job staying in the lane tonight and kind of shutting down our drive looks. And so I think, like you said, we really executed from behind the three-point line. But not only that, I think we had each other's back out there. Like if one of us were missing, somebody else was picking us up. And I think it was just a big team win tonight for sure.
It really was. We kind of go through the stat sheet. It's not, obviously you had the big game of the 23. Granquist had a really nice night. You're 2-0 now. How do you go into this next week or two? This is really early goings, a lot of basketball, but as Coach said, a good Mosinee team. Chances are you may see them again at some point, especially as you get near the postseason. How do you prepare for these next couple weeks, Rory?
Honestly, I think we just take it one day at a time. I think we come into practice with a positive attitude, and we just come and we work as hard as we can and just try to be the best team that we can each game. And we try to better ourselves from that point on with the ultimate goal to be as competitive as we can for the season.
Absolutely. Well, Rory, I don't know if you know the drill. I'm guessing you probably do, the Zaleski Sports Highlight House player. So what I'll do is I'll count you down. I'll go 3, 2, 1. I'll give you the mic. I'll have you say your name and that you are in the house. So I'll go 3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm Rory Salveson, and I'm in the house.
We got to give you a fist bump. Great game tonight, Rory. That is Rory Salveson, our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player here tonight. She had the 23 points. And really, just so many things that you saw out of this Chargers squad. We had a chance to watch a little bit of that JV game before the varsity game, and just very good, disciplined basketball. Just the second game here for this squad. Mosinee's first game here in the season. But a lot of basketball in front of both squads, no doubt about it. But very good, as Rory said here, very good team victory. They improved to 2-0 now on this really young season here in Mosinee. Great facilities here in Mosinee. We got the, I think they call it the cage up there. Brandon Bierencott on the call here tonight. We had Angelica doing our production. Again, a final out here, 63-44. The Chargers here of Wittenberg-Birnamwood with the big non-conference victory. You've been listening to and watching high school girls basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports. Angelica on production, Brandon Bierencott. Have yourselves a very good rest of your Thursday night, everyone.